All right, welcome back to BME Presents. I introduced you to a martial artist. Now I'm going to introduce you to a professional boxer. My man Nick Sullivan, what's going on, Nick?
How you doing, man?
From P-Town, one of P-Town's finest, professional boxer. So how long you been boxing, Nick?
Since I was 7, turning 8 years old.
8 years old.
Yeah, so.
So how old are you now?
22.
22. All right. So how did you get into boxing? Like, what was it?
I was playing the typical sports, basketball, baseball, typical kid sports, but I always had like a temper and I would always fight. My mama was sick of it, to be honest. She was like, you need to put that negative energy somewhere positive. So it just so happened to be one day my mama got her own hair salon in Norfolk. So one day somebody brought their child in and I had beat somebody's child up in the back of my mama's shop. And the Coach Gloria Pete, who I started under, had came in there and was like, bring him past the gym. We could turn that negative energy somewhere positive. I watched for a day and just stuck with it ever since then. And then I started taking boxing serious, like seeing a career out of it when I was about 12 years old when I won my first belt.
Okay, that's what it is. So you started at 8. When was your first fight? Like, how old were you when you had your first in the ring fight?
My first fight was at 8 years old.
8 years old.
8 years old. Yeah.
That's early, bro.
Early, yeah.
That's early. I used to box back in the day, 10 years old, but we had a league here in Portsmouth. I wish they'd bring it back, but it's called Portsmouth Athletic League, Police Athletic League.
Yeah. I fought in one of those tournaments in Toledo, Ohio. I have won that as well. I know the PAL.
Yeah, and they used to have it at the Olympic Sports Club.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're trying to bring that back, man. But our last guest we had on here was a martial arts expert. He has a boxing school up in Peekskill, New York.
Okay.
It's great. But where do you train at?
I train in Norfolk off Norview. I was in Baroque Park. That's where I originally started at. Then we moved to Harbor Park. Now we got our own gym in Norview called Norfolk Hit Squad Boxing.
Norfolk Hit Squad Boxing.
It's right off Norview, off Tidewater Drive and Little Creek Road.
So do you have a lot of young men your age interested in boxing coming in there? Yeah. Okay, that's good, man. I like to see that.
Definitely. But a lot of people don't know it's a lot of hard work and dedication. They look at me and just look like, oh, I just want to turn pro. I want to do this. I want to do that. But they don't know the time, the effort, the sacrifice I put in to get to where I'm at.
Right. And starting at 8 years old, and that's dedication. Yeah. That's definitely dedication. Yeah. So your amateur record must have been sparkling for you to go ahead and jump pro, right?
Oh yeah, I had 100 and.
What? Hold on. You had 100 fights before you went pro?
Yeah, I had 129 fights as an amateur.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
And I lost, I think, 12 or 13 of those.
Yeah, but that's the proving ground. That's the proving ground.
Definitely. Yeah. In the amateur, you got some fights where you won, but they give it to the hometown. You got them type fights, so it varies, but that's behind me now.
Yeah. So what was your first pro debut?
Pro debut was August of 2019.
That's recent.
Yeah, that's recent.
August 2019. That's crazy because August 2019 is the same day my 24-year-old son got locked up in Chesapeake with a bogus. But we ain't gonna go there. Your first pro fight, August 2019, and you won it.
Yeah.
Was it a knockout?
No, it was unanimous decision. I didn't get the knockout until my next fight, which was October 24th, I think it was, and it was live on TV on the zone, because I'm signed with Golden Boy Promotion, so it was live on the zone. It was live on TV. I got the knockout first round, 1 minute and 24 seconds in the first round.
Okay, you heard that? This P-Town, baby. Sound with Golden Boy. This Oscar De La Hoya, right?
Yeah.
Sound with Oscar, Golden Boy.
Gosh, maybe he can make junior lightweight, which is 130 pounds. He's got a good frame. His nickname is Slick Nick, and I would expect a fighter from the hometown of the late, great Pernell Whitaker to be slick. But we're seeing some nice offense here.
That's exactly right. Quick hands by Slick Nick. And now just going to the body and showing flashes of brilliance.
I like it. This has been a night of body punches so far. At least from the red corner.
Clearly Slick Nick. Oh, wow. Aguilar is down, and I don't know if he's getting back up. But he does. What a powerful left hand by Sullivan. We will continue. Oh, and this is over. Nick Sullivan, my goodness.
He ain't gonna make him the next nobody. He ain't the next Sweet Pea. He ain't the next Sugar Ray Leonard. He the first Nick Sullivan. coming out of VA, going worldwide, baby. Watch what happens.
Yeah,
When's your next
exactly.
fight, Nick?
My next fight is gonna be either July 3rd or July 17th. They're trying to get the dates right now, but that's gonna be in Dubai.
In Dubai.
In Dubai. Then I fight again in Philly, and then August 28th in Myrtle Beach.
Okay. We gonna catch the Philly fight, but we ain't going to Dubai.
Dubai, no, I understand that.
Be easy over there and come
Most
straight back. Yeah.
Most definitely, yes, sir.
Where's my man Tony Brown? BME Presents. This is Nick Sullivan. One more question, Nick.
What's up?
What advice would you give young people interested into getting into boxing?
If they want to get in boxing, just make sure you got time, because it's definitely time consuming. You definitely gotta be dedicated, and you gotta be willing to sacrifice a lot. Like y'all think it's just getting in there and fighting, but you gotta make sure your body in shape. You gotta make sure you make practice every day. It takes time to perfect the type punches that you throw. You can get seriously getting hurt in there. There's boxers that's dying every day.
So what weight class you box in?
135. That's 135. Super featherweight.
So he's small, but he just flexes his arms, and the boy got some guns. You don't want to get hit by one of them. You don't want to get hit by one of them. Tell our fans how they could follow you on social media and how they could support your endeavors.
Okay, so on Twitter, Slick Nick, 3_Slick Nick. Instagram, same thing, 3_Slick Nick. Facebook is Nick Sullivan.
There it is, man. Professional fighter Nick Sullivan, one of VA's finest. Is your man Tony Brown. This is BME Presents. We'll be back after this.
To be a part of the broadcast. He was supposed to be like the first bout of the night, but one of our fights fell out, so he became a swing bout.
And now people all over the world are getting to see just how dynamic this young kid could be.
That was a two-piece right there. It was a right cross followed by a short left hook on the inside.
And a really good stoppage. Wow.
Boom. Man, that right hand is all he needed, but he got those lefts in there as well.
Yeah, I think the right would have been enough.